Mimi ni mwanamke bomba ambaye na struggle na wanaume katika uwanja wa bodaboda. Kutoka nianze wanaume ambaye tunabeba nao, unajua I'm the only lady. Sasa customer wote wakikuja wanataka tu kubebwa na mwanamke. Jealousy ikaanza. Nikaanza kupigwa vita. Mpaka sasa nile akibeba customer anasema vile wewe ni mbaya utamwangusha. Unaona? So customer akikuja hapo anakumbuka vile aliambiwa jana utamwangusha, anakuhepa. Inafika mahali unaona unadharauliwa. Hiyo wakati ulikuwa unakuta chairman unamuuliza nataka kubebea hapa. Anaona umetoka kwa nyumba, kenye imekutoa kwa nyumba ni shida. Anakuambia umpe shilingi 15,000 ama 20 ndio upate nafasi ya mahali pa kubebea. So unakuta ukimwambia hauna hiyo pesa, Kenya anakushangaza sana, furaha yake akutumie ndio akupe nafasi. So tumepitia changamoto kubwa sana, lakini kazi imekuwa nzuri katika maisha yangu. Niko na watoto 4. First born alimaliza shule, second born amemaliza ako attachment, atafanya graduation anytime. Third born anaenda 8 na last born anaenda class 6. Na hawakosi kukula, hawakosi kuvaa. Landlord atusubuani. Pesa yote natoka hapa. Mimi kama mwanamke ambaye naendesha bodaboda, na advice wanawake wote mahali popote walipo, hii kazi ya pikipiki ni kama kazi nyingine. Hii ni means of transport. Na huwezi toka kwa nyumba ukakosa chochote. Hii kazi si mbaya. Ni kitu ambayo unajitolea mwenyewe, kujiamini na kuweka Mungu mbele.
I am a student at Kabarak University doing a bachelor's in mass communication, and I'm also a cyclist. I started as a solo rider. A friend of mine offered it to me, and it was at a time where I actually really wanted to find something to do with myself, and I have been able to have one very good discipline. I really like timekeeping, and that is one of the things that the sport really demands as a discipline, and I have developed better timekeeping skills and been able to even manage my time, balance my time between my academics and my activities all around life. And I really and boldly think that education has played a very major role in the development and growth of women. And through education, women have been able to open doors into learning in different fields, and they're able to actively even get employment in those fields and have success. And I think for me that for women has been a great milestone, where you have parents who are supporting the girl child to get an education. You know, the community also is supporting the girl child to get education, and that putting girls at the forefront in a world where the society where men have mostly been dominant has played a very major role in enabling women to achieve what they are right now. And for us to even celebrate this kind of day, it's because we have broken boundaries. The greatest thing so far that has happened actually was an East African Women's Cycling Challenge in 2021 in December. I chose a recreational category, and it was a treacherous 25 kilometers in Tigoni, that is in Limuru. And I emerged number 1, which actually earned me very good merits in the cycling community. It's a lot of potential, and it requires a lot of hard work and sacrifice, which I've been able to have support for. Let's be fair to our own selves first. I feel like people sometimes, generally, not even just women, feel like everyone needs to be fair to them. I don't think the world owes you fairness. It's for you to find that place where you find your own harmony and you're able to be fair even to yourself in terms of your thinking, in terms of your feelings, your emotions, how you interact with people. Like, be fair to yourself. Don't get yourself extensively to a place where you possibly have another disagreement with your fellow friend who's a female, you know. Hold each other down in those kind of ways.
I work for an organization called Haven of Dreams. I am the founder and the team lead. So our work revolves around providing a safe space for the community through different thematic areas, one being mental health and psychosocial support, reproductive health, gender equality and human rights, and youth empowerment. International Women's Day is important because it's one of the days that I sit down and I'm able to reflect on what I've done as an individual and the strides that I have made. Considering that one of the things that people do not know is that there are days that as a woman, and me personally, I go through the phases of imposter syndrome, thinking that you're not worthy doing something, you do not qualify to do a particular thing. But looking back and celebrating me being a woman in a patriarchal society and the strides that I've made and the people that I'm mentoring just in the organization and in the community is for me a way of celebrating my gains, but then also thinking now moving forward, what do I want to do in the next 1 year for me individually as a woman, but even for the other women in my community. It's also a privilege to celebrate women that have really been able to break the gender bias, because it's more of empowering the women. It's also an opportunity to celebrate what is being done by even male championing for women's rights, but then also an opportunity to reflect on the gaps and now plan on what is needed to ensure that we've achieved gender equality and provided platforms for women to be able to, one, know their worth and to actually realize their rights.
I'm a teacher. I'm also a coach. I coach my kids and I also play rugby. I also do officiating in rugby. Nimecheza for 12 years now. Tambo nilikuwa footballer. I used to play soccer. Then nikavunjika mguu. Nikatafuta sport ingine yenye I involve mguu sana. Tukakuwa pioneers kwa college yetu kujoin rugby. After hapo ndo nikakuwa na interest ya rugby, tukacheza hadi national na tukakuwa number 1. Challenges mostly ni after job mimi kuja hapa training. So ina take time mingi. Sina time mingi sana kwa nyumba. And then niko na mtoi. So challenges ni mtoi ananihitaji tena rugby ananihitaji. So hiyo kujigawa hapo ndo challenges zenye niko nao. But na manage. Before to celebrate Women's Day because women are very important. First of all in our society, sisi ndo tunalea watoto. Kila mtu vile wako hapa sisi ndo tunalea watoto. So lazima tu celebrate women. Uchungu wenye tutapitia kuzaa, kulea watoi, lazima tu at the end women lazima wakuwe celebrated. Naambia kila dem ajicelebrate yeye mwenyewe first of all. Ajicelebrate, ajiappreciate before mtu appreciate, acha ajiappreciate kwanza. Ajipende ndo apende watu wengine. And then natupendane pia tukuwe our sisters keepers.
I work for Midrift Human Rights Network in a program called Intersectoral Urban Violence Prevention. For me, it is representation. Women are taking up positions in parliament. Women are taking up positions in places where they can make decisions that concern everything or every aspect in our country, that is the social, economic, political. Such strides are things that we see and we really need to celebrate. Like right now, if you compare the ratio at which women were going through female genital mutilation, like let's say in the late 90s, in the early 90s, and now you can see the ratio has really gone down. That is something we need to celebrate. The progress we've made since the Beijing Convention in 1995. I think the strides that we've made is really incredible, going to an extent of helping other women to come out of poverty. Women helping other women to take other positions, like let's say in the security areas. It was not possible for women to take up roles in security in the community. But right now, look at the introduction of Nyumba Kumi. It has incorporated women. Look at the community policing committees. It has incorporated women. The peace committees, women are there. Long time ago, it was not there. So when women come together, great things happen. I'd like to wish them a happy International Women's Day. We celebrate you. the strides we've made. We celebrate each and every woman. The difficult times you're going through, they're not permanent, they are temporary. You can be able to get out of it. We are championing for you, we are celebrating you, we are behind your back, and let's move forward. Let's come together and make this country great. Let's come together to make our community great. Let's come together and make our community safe.